What's going on, YouTube? Pistol Pete here. First off, to say to everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're going to have a great time with your family and friends and loved ones. Um, Eat a lot of food, have a good time. I'm about to do the same thing. About to go to my parents with my wife and my in-laws and have a good Thanksgiving dinner, have some drinks, relax. It's gonna be good times. But before I do that, I gotta get in a review for you guys. I want to get in one review at least on Thanksgiving because I do have a few hours before I have to go over there. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be bringing you a GTK41 knife. So that's the brand. I don't know. That's you're supposed to abbreviate it out like that, or is it supposed to that the name? But that's it. And then the model I'm going to be showing you today is the GTK41, which is a pretty crazy looking Bowie. So I actually came across this on someone else's feed, another content creator's feed. He said right now Amazon is doing a sale. I'll link it below too, so you'll see that if you want to click on it if you want it. I don't know if the sale's still going on. I believe it is because it's a Black Friday special, or if there's even stock left. I didn't check yet, so sorry if it's gone, guys. But this normally sells for $40, and right now it's 50% off, so you can get it for $20. It's like $19.95 or something like that, which is a smoking deal for this knife, in my opinion. And that's what the guy was saying too. He's like, "Hey man, I haven't seen this knife that cheap before." And there's 3 or 4 other ones. I got 2. I'm gonna do one today though. For that price, so pretty much half price. If you get it right now during Black Friday, it's going to be $20 for pretty good knife. Well, we'll see. We're going to put it through the paces here and test it out, but I think it's going to be great because a lot of these ones from China and stuff like that have been holding up just amazing. I haven't had one bad on it. We'll see. Maybe this might be the day, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out. So it did come in a box like this, very generic box, but you know what can you expect for $20? But again, it was half price, so $40 you want to say, but $20 right now if you get it. It does have the sticker on it right there if you guys can see that. And that's just made in China. So like I was saying, it's the GTKII 41 fixed blade camping hunting collector knife. Is what they label it. So let's get into the knife. Check this bad boy out. And I like the look of it. It looks pretty sick. Look at this thing. Bam. So you do have a Kydex sheath. It does come with like a tech lock on the back. Adjustable, not too bad for $40, $20 knife, however you want to see it. A decent Kydex sheath. It is a little loose. You do have rattle, but again, it's to be expected on a cheap knife. But it's in there. I mean, even though it rattles, it doesn't come out. I mean, you can still rock this and not have to worry about it falling out. I mean, it's in there. So even though it has a rattle, still really secure hold. Yeah, nice pop lock up. So I mean, I don't see this coming out or falling out, but you are gonna get a little rattle. All right, let's take a look at this blade. Woo-wee. Look at this bad boy for $20. Nice, man. Freaking, in my opinion, I think it looks pretty cool. Let's go with specs. So I'll put the specs here too so you guys can see them. It's gonna be here. But it's overall length is 15.6 inches. You have a blade length of 10 inches. You got a blade thickness of 5.5 millimeter, so fairly thin, not too crazy, but not too thin. You do have star key attachments for the handle scales. They are plastic. That's one thing. But again, guys, you're paying $20, right? So it's not polymer. I mean, it's not a kind of a thinner plastic handle. We'll see how that holds up. But some of these polymers are pretty tough. So it's not micarta or anything like that, but not a deal breaker. It does have a nice fat, generous lanyard hole. I wish they would have ended the plastic here and left this full metal exposed because it is full tang. You can see here it's 100% full tang construction, so it's not too shabby, so if they would have left that exposed, that'd have been cool because you'd have a skull buster or pummel breaker without cracking this plastic polymer handle that goes all the way past the pummel. But not a deal breaker, not bad, or you can even cut it down yourself for that price. Who cares, if you mess it up a little bit. Does have the branding here, GTKII, and then this is Oz 10A steel. Well, if Oz 10A is heat treated correctly, you should have no problem with it. No problem with it at all. And I think this one might be. We'll see. We'll put it through the paces. We're gonna find out today. It is fairly thin tip, so we'll see how that holds up too. It's not the thickest tip, so hopefully that doesn't bust off or bend. We'll see how the heat treat is on this. It did come freaking razor sharp. Yeah, I think the Chinese knife makers, I think they know how to sharpen a knife now. I haven't gotten any. I've gotten more American knives that came dull, or El Salvadorian. The worst one that brings out butter knives is the freaking Condor. I always get theirs are like freaking dull as hell. But look at this. You guys seen that? I pushed it up here, bunched it up. But look at that. Hair shaving sharp. But I said when these China blades, I've every single one I've gotten now it's came like that. I haven't had one that was even just kind of dull or just paper cut. All of them have been hair popping. So kudos to them, man. They're taking their time and they're making sure this shit's razor before they leave. Which isn't bad at all. I appreciate that. So I was gonna say I do, you know me, I'm not a fan of black coated knives or even this kind of stuff. I mean, it is kind of a weird kind of it looks like a powder coat finish. I'm not sure what that is or if that's painted on. We'll find out. We're gonna use it and see if it starts pulling up or starts flaking off or something like that. We'll see how it looks after we use it. But who knows? I mean, if it starts coming off too much, I might even just strip it and just have it just straight metal looking. But I'm not a fan. To me, it makes the knife look cheap. This stupid. Some people like it. Some people like it, but I personally don't like it. It makes the knife look cheap when you get these type of designs, like tiger stripes and all that stuff. I know it's a new fad now, and a lot of people are into that, but I'm not into that. And here, these are looks like fake saw. I mean, it's just they're kind of I mean, it kind of maybe for notching. We'll try to do some notching with it. See how it holds up. It does have 2 holes here, so if you wanted to make this a spear, you could put a spear, make it a spear. Use the back liner in these and tie it to a stick. A dowel or something. Not too bad. It does have a fat, huge, generous lanyard, which I like. I mean, not lanyard, finger choil here. So a nice, generous finger choil. So you can get close up. Your fingers will be on the saw blade, so that might be a little uncomfortable. And this right here, I got to tell, is poking into the hand. But when we use it, we'll test it out. I mean, you might not want to use it. Might have to go back here and try it, but it does have one. So we'll check it out. We'll check it out right now. All right, guys. Let's smash this bad boy around and see how it holds up. All right, let's start off with some 4-foot drops and some hard downward throws and see how this tip holds up or if the handle skills come loose or anything else breaks on the knife. Let's check it out. 4-foot drop. Check out the balance too. Like an arrow. Do that again. Yeah. Man, it's a pretty acute tip too, so it gets pretty slender there. So I mean, it sticks in pretty deep. All right, let's give it some hard downward throws. Bam. Yep, not too bad. Nice and deep. Yeah. Sinking in there pretty good. Comes out of the hand nicely too. I like that. Move that log, that lifting the log up. All right, let's see. Anything tip bending yet? Nope. Straight as a freaking arrow. Handle scale still on there, nice and tight. No issues. All right, let's do some penetration here since we're here. I'll bring you guys down here. See if you guys can pick that up here. All right, let's see how this. Oh man, that's pretty deep, good penetration there. Look at that. Yeah, that slices in pretty damn good. Wow, not too bad. Look at that. I'm getting a slight bit of shock in the handle scale, but nothing too crazy, nothing to really gripe about, but I just want to let you guys know that it is a little bit of vibration in the hand when you do that. I think because the handle scales are plastic and they're kind of thin, so you get a little boing in the hand. Not bad. All right, let's test out this edge a little bit and chop this old dead hard mulberry tree that died. So let's just see how it bites, goes in there, and if there's any damage to this edge. Just removing chunks. Look at that. It's actually biting pretty damn good. You guys seeing that? Look at that. Let me get you close up here. Look at that. Actually biting in really deep there. For the size, not too bad. Let's go in here. Remember, guys, this is a $20 knife. On sale right now. Let's see how it holds up. Look at that, just removing chunks. Not bad. On here. This thing's, look at this, thing's wiggly as hell too, so a little bit of a moving target, but still doing the deed. All right, let's give it some hard ones. Yes. Look at that. It's going through, man. And again, this isn't soft, obviously soft wood. You'd be chopping a fresh tree down. This is hard, dried, old shit that this has been sitting here now for about almost a year, hardening up, drying out. Almost through there, guys. Look at that. Guys, one more close up here. Look at that. Right through that sucker. All right, let's finish that off. Bam. Look at that bad boy. Ooh-wee. Just badass, man. Let's check out that edge now. Let's see if it did any damage to it. Any chips, folds, rolls, waving, bowing, straight as an arrow. Ooh, still feels sharp as hell. Man, that's so far looking like some good heat treat. You guys see anything? Do you guys see anything? Because I don't see nothing wrong. Beautiful. All right, let's see how it does with some feather sticking here. And how it feels in the hand and how ergonomics of it are. Oh, not bad. You guys seeing a lot of that stuff's falling off here, off the log, but a lot of it isn't either, so. Yeah, I was correct, and this is a little aggressive up here to do that kind of work with. It kind of sticks in your thumb a little bit, so. It's not that great if you're doing it that way. It's probably best to do it like this. Oh yeah, way more comfortable outside the choil. When you go in the choil up here, the choil itself has a little bit of sharp edges, and this right here digs into the back of the meat of your palm of your hand here. Not the, yeah, actually the meat of your hand. But you can do it this way, right here. Still close enough. And you can still get those little curlicues, little feathers for the fire starter. I'm a fire starter, a liquid fire starter. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. Make a spear pretty easy. It's sharp enough, man. It's pulling. It does a great at cutting, man. Great at slicing, I should say. Not bad, not bad. Boom. Let's break this brick with a spine. I've never tried that yet, so let's see how it does. That's putting it through the test. No damage at all there. Bam! There we go, in twain. Let's check out that. Man, the heat treat on this is awesome. No damage at all, other than getting dust on it. No damage at all to the saw blades, nothing. I should say the notching blades. Killer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't have much wood to baton through. I told you I will be getting more wood shortly here, so I can do more of these testing for you and have more material, more media to test. So for right now, forgive me, I'm gonna have to use just stuff like this to, it's already been broke, but at least something, right? At least something, show you guys something, better than nothing. So, I mean, obviously, you know, it's gonna baton good. I mean, it's gonna tear through shit, but just gotta show you guys at least something. Let's do this piece here. I know it's a small piece, but what the hell? Again, better than not doing anything. All right, let's do a little bit of cross baton here. This way. And this is some dried hard shit. Look at that. Damn. Knew that was gonna break eventually. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I think it'll be an awesome batoner. Okay, let's see if we can do any notching with these. They're kind of blunt, kind of dull. It's not really a saw, so let's see if it does. Just see if we could get any material removed here by notching. Maybe if it was soft, wet, green wood, you could probably do a lot better. But I mean, it's kind of doing it. Kind of doing it. I mean, it's leaning. This is probably more for decoration, more for design than functionality. But as you guys can see there, it's doing it. I got you right in the light there. There we go. It's kind of notching it out, but I mean, so not that great. All right, let's give it some throws at the log here. See how the tip holds up and how it flies, how balanced it is. Let's check it out. Ooh, little over rotation, but was able to stick it. Let's try that again. A little further back here. All right, let's see here. Bam, that was a little better. Look at that. Ooh-wee. Stuck in there pretty good. Okay, let's give it one more, and then we'll do a half spin by grabbing the blade. But first, we'll do one more like that. Bam. All right. Half spin. Oh, shoot. Damn, I caught myself by accident right now. This thing's still razor sharp. You guys seeing that? Gotta be very careful because the thing is very thin here. It's very thin here in this area here, so gotta be careful. Bam, stuck it. Try that again. This one's a little bit sketchy, a little bit scary to do half spin with because the blade is so thin, but you can do it. Man, look at that. Woo-wee. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. Okay, anything coming loose? Nope. Handle skill's down there nice and tight. Tip bending. Nope, no tip bending at all. Looks straight as a freaking arrow. You guys coming through? Yeah, straight as an arrow. No damage at all. Thing's still freaking razor sharp, as you can see there. Hopefully it's coming through there. Look at that. But yeah, not bad. All right, that concludes my review of this GTK41 Bowie hunting knife. I'm telling you, man, China did it again with these damn budget knives. They hold up freaking just as good as these high-end $3, $4 knives, man. This thing is awesome. Freaking awesome. You guys saw everything I did. I freaking broke bricks with this thing, man. I mean, chopped through everything, hard ass, dense wood. Absolutely no damage at all to the edge. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Still freaking razor sharp. Man, this thing, a cute little tip. Tiny tip, but look at that. Straight as a freaking arrow. No bending, no warping. The heat treat on this is just spot on. Just perfect for the Oz 10A. Still, these little plastic handles, even though they're thin plastic, held up great. You did get a little bit of vibration when chopping, but nothing crazy, nothing like, oh man, I can't, man, I have to stop, my hand hurts. No, nothing that bad, but enough to where it's a little bit annoying, so I commit that. But $20 knife, $20 right now, guys, $20. Again, I'm not, they didn't send me this, I didn't get it for free, I paid for it, but I'm just leave the link below. If you want it, get it, man. I would highly recommend it if you just want to, if you're on a budget and you want a good, hard use, cheap budget knife. You saw everything I freaking did. This thing held up great, stayed razor sharp. I actually, like I said, I am cutting my freaking hand a little bit. Right there, see that? My fingertip with the blade, when I was trying to throw it, I actually slid on it and it was just slid right in. And it's nothing deep. Obviously, it's not bleeding, but it's like a paper cut. But man, it's sharp knife. Came freaking razor sharp. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Look at that. No damage at all to the teeth, spine teeth at all, to the back of the knife when I was breaking the brick. Edge, no warping, no folding, no chipping, no rolling. This thing is amazing. This thing is freaking amazing. For 20 freaking bucks, I don't know how they do it. Again, I don't know how they do it. The coating, some scratches here. You can see some light scratches, but that's going to be expected on any knife for the coating. Any knife for the coating. So, man, this thing is dope. Highly recommend. Even this, to be able to throw a Kydex sheath in, even though it's a little rattly, I don't give a shit about the rattle. Oops, backwards. I don't give a shit about the rattle because the sheath itself, little rattle, okay, whatever, but holds it in place. You have a Kydex sheath, $20 with a tech lock. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't freaking beat that, man. Just awesome. Highly recommend it. If you want to get this up, pick it up right now. It's going to jump back up to 40. Even at 40, it's still a freaking steal, man. Even at 40. I mean, just even for self-defense, keep this under your bed, for in case someone breaks in your house. I mean, this thing is razor sharp. It's fast in hand, nimble. Just crazy, man. I love the feel of it. It feels great. Any way you reverse grip. I mean, just an amazing knife. Amazing knife. All right, guys. That's it for this one. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all enjoy your holiday with your loved ones. And till next knife, gun, or whatever